It's 104.3 Now FM, Vegas' hit music channel. It's your midday getaway. We got a getaway guest with us. Born, sir, thank you for stopping in.
What's going on?
How's Vegas treating you so far?
Pretty good so far.
All right. You're awake and you're alive and you're in studio, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I had some killing sushi last night.
Okay. Do you get a lot of chances to come out and visit and play at all, or?
Here and there, I feel like.
I'm not saying play music. I'm like, play Vegas.
Right. Oh man. I never really take any leisure trips out here, but I was out here for Life is Beautiful.
Yep.
I feel like that might have been the last time.
Okay. Back in September.
A lot hotter.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, true.
That was a fun show. That was really a great festival.
Did you get to spend a lot of time in Vegas that time, or was it just during the festival you played and then had to get out and get on to something else?
Yeah, we were kind of jumping around, doing some promo and stuff.
Okay.
Playing some acoustic sessions. But didn't really do too much indulging.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did now, I mean, with Vegas being known for its magic too, apparently
right.
You have a background in magic as well besides music.
Yeah, I mean, I used to fantasize as a kid about having my own show at the Mirage.
Okay.
In a weird way, I don't know. Maybe it was just because I was just like mystified by those larger acts, but yeah, I used to have a kind of a magic gig when I was a younger dude. Kind of just it was kind of a hobby turned into, well, I guess like, why don't I have a restaurant gig? Why am I not doing shows?
Mm-hmm.
And so I started doing shows, and it kind of took off in a funny way. And I started doing birthday parties like every weekend.
Okay.
And I had like a regular gig at a restaurant, and it just kind of taught me a lot about performance and being kind of a front man and talking to people, and so
that's cool. So
yeah.
I mean, you've been entertaining for a while then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, is there with your music now? Let's move into that. Talk to me about Dopamine, and I mean, how excited you are. I mean, to be able to do the rounds, the radio, talk to people, your hits, Electric Love. Talk to me about the music.
Well, the album came out, let's see, in October.
Mm-hmm.
And I've kind of just been on the road since it came out. I was on the road before too. So the album came together pretty quickly. I had a couple months to really focus on that body of work, and it was kind of the quickest body of work I've ever put together, because I've never had deadlines like that while being on the road, So it was it was a lot of just first instincts,
Yeah.
Can't second guess too much, but I was still approving mixes and masters and everything while on the road and designing artwork and everything. So
Okay.
so it was definitely a labor of love, but it feels good to be out, and we've done a lot of touring since then, and I've been to Europe a few times doing some tours over there, and just getting ready to do festivals now. So
you're originally from Michigan, right?
Yeah.
And I think you spent time in New York and LA. Well, you're in LA now.
Yeah.
And you just said that you've been able to travel to Europe. What are some of the coolest spots that you've been able to visit, and something that just you definitely want to get back to and play?
Yeah.
And you can't say Vegas. That's off the list.
Well, I mean, of course, yeah, we just did a tour with Halsey in Europe, and that was really fun.
Have you been there before the tour? Or?
Yeah, a few times.
Okay.
We've done a few tours there and promo runs and stuff. But let's see, love Amsterdam. The Netherlands are just
all right.
So fun.
Do you enjoy the travel? Do you enjoy the touring? Do you enjoy that part of what doing what you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's kind of the payoff. It's like crafting this, body of work with the intention. I always, especially with this particular album, I had never been touring that much ever, so I really had a pretty clear mental picture of how I wanted to present it in a live way. So then, so it's nice to see it actually come to fruition.
When you hear your name Born, people may, the band, they might think of a group, but it's really, I mean, Garrett Borns, and that's how you cut it off, and it's nice to, have that last name. It's very fitting for you.
Yeah.
What, how many people are you traveling with? What kind of group what kind of, how many guys, girls that you touring with?
It's 2 guys and 2 girls.
Okay.
Just a, pretty standard rock band format.
You guys been working together for a while?
Yeah, we've been together. There's been a few different people kind of going in and out, but I've been touring with this band for about like a year and a half, I think, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe 2 years. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you get to watch a lot of TV?
No.
None. So no HBO.
No.
No. Because I like your style. And, being able to do some stuff on you and getting to, research where, what kind of stuff that you got your style from. I know in your bio it says, it brings up Playboy magazine, the 60s, the 70s,
Right.
and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a new show on HBO called Vinyl. So when I saw your pictures
Right.
and doing some stuff, I'm like, dang, this kid looks like he just can, easily just come out of that show.
Yeah.
What made you, gravitate to that? What made you look at that style and that kind of, that era and bring it back?
Yeah. I think what really drew me to old Playboy magazines in particular.
The articles. I get it.
The
it's
articles,
cool. Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. I mean, yeah, obviously, there's some inspiration in those magazines that's,
Absolutely.
everybody
Yeah.
can enjoy. But I like them for the artistic aspect of it.
Mhm.
And my dad's in advertising, and so I grew up kind of around just like old just ads and stuff like
Yep.
that, and he taught me a lot about
That's really cool, man.
advertising and how to use words and phrases and branding and all that kind of stuff. So I've always been really interested in that, and so looking at old articles and how they're laid out, and especially these 60s and 70s articles, they're all done by hand, and all the type styles are done by hand, and it's just very, very particular and very clever, very thought out. So I just like the play on words and everything, and all the articles are just fun. And
Shout out to Pops too, because advertising goes along with radio and everything else
Yeah.
very, very closely. You mentioned the branding. You mentioned the stuff that your dad did. Did that help you market yourself? Did he play in that, or was it just like you just? I mean, I know being
Yeah.
around that and do it. You kind of just see how people act and how they do things. And
Right.
did that help you in your music career to get the word out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think just having a kind of a foundation of that definitely helped. And because when I first moved to LA, I was making all these demos, and I just put them up on a website, and I put Borns up kind of in this logo that I created, and had just a picture. It was a very simple website, but then I started getting a lot of attention from just like labels and managers and stuff, and pretty naturally, and I was like, oh, interesting. People are kind of drawn to this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
When I say psychedelic pop, what does that mean to you?
The beverage?
That can work too. It's kind of funny. I mean, how do you, people like to put genres together and put your sound in a certain,
Yeah, of course.
spot. What would you
course.
call? What would you call your music and your style?
Scatterbrained.
Okay, that's a good one too.
I don't know.
I just saw psychedelic pop and I started laughing. I'm like, oh, that's a new one.
You're
I'm
like, that
okay.
sounds refreshing.
Yeah.
Effervescent psychedelic pop. Try it now. A taste of a new generation.
I mean, indie rock, something along that line, or
Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of influenced by a lot of different genres. So, I would just say love songs.
Okay.
But I'd really like kind of creating a world with this music, something that you can kind of just live in when you put your headphones on.
Yeah.
Sort of a new school serenade, you know what I mean?
Okay.
'Cause it has a lot of like elements of older music that I really like just the harmonies and the even the melodies and chord progressions and stuff are very much inspired by the Beach Boys and like the Bee Gees and T-Rex and